Hey, it's your girl Paula Marie. Make sure you and subscribe on whatever social media platform that you are listening to the sound of my voice. We're here with Saidah, and we are talking about, of course, Black Pinterest. But I am so excited to talk about content creation with Black Pinterest. So the people are coming in. We're streaming in multiple platforms. We're live on YouTube, and we're also inside of the Black Pinterest Listening Lounge. We got Alma and Darlin and Danielle and Mia and Dominique and Alice so far. Make sure you all share this out. Make sure that you have your business besties coming here. We're talking about content creation, and who else to talk about content creation better with than the creatress? So I'm going to back up and I'm going to let her talk about all the things.
Perfect. Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm Saidah Murphy, founder and CEO of Creatress Co. We are a content production company. The business is threefold. We help businesses by creating content for them, doing their marketing operations for them. For those businesses and entrepreneurs who are like, this is just not my ministry. Can you create for me? We do that. We also teach entrepreneurs how to create content, how to strengthen their business operations, and how to strengthen their marketing strategies so that they can get in front of the people. And then we also host an amazing summit every year, the Creator Summit, which is a transformational business conference for Black women in business to come together to not only learn about how to scale up their business and how to learn those six-figure strategies to implement in their business, but also to find community and to find sisterhood and to find those like-minded people to walk along this path with you. Entrepreneurship can be lonely, so we build community, we build sisterhood, accountability, all of that jazz at the Creator Summit.
Whew, child. Let me tell you about these young people. They talk so fast, honey. They talk so fast. She doing a lot of stuff. Now let me tell you, I was at the Creatress Summit this fall, and it was your first live, right? And I learned so much about how things that I hadn't thought about in terms of how a summit or in-person event could actually happen. So I'm excited that I was able to support her, and I'm equally excited that she said yes to coming in and working with everybody doing Black Pinterest Live, which is going to be this February in Washington, D.C. Now, it's my first too. Like it's my first in-person event that's mine, like Ebony Biz Diva Paula Marie. I've done many events for other entities as a worker bee, but I have not done my own as a boss. Okay. So it's super different, but I'm excited. It's because it's all the things. It's Black Pinterest live in Washington, D.C., Chocolate City in February, Black History Month, and it's our first Black Pinterest Live. We are making history. So it's all the things that are aligned in helping you to show up powerfully on social media platforms. Now, the goal this year is creating your client attraction funnel. And how you can't have a funnel without some content. Now, I'm just gonna tell you, you need content. And we work so feverishly creating content on these social media platforms because we're just feeding the beast, right? And one of the differences, I just got off a live where I talked about one of the three of the differences between search engines and social media. And the goal of Black Pinterest Live is not to convert you off of where you live on social media, but it's to expose you and grow you in a different area so that you can start to grow some roots inside of SEO, inside of search engine platforms where clients have an intentional need for you. They don't just bump into you and say, "Oh, that's interesting. I might like that." They are literally searching for you. So when it comes to the content, Saida, what are like some of the I guess, problems, barriers, misconceptions that are like blaring when it comes to clients that you work with. And let me preface that Saidah works with B2C and B2B. She's a big freaking deal because I don't bring people that ain't. All my people are big freaking deals.
Thank you. Thank you. The biggest thing, the biggest issue that I run into is clients get in their own heads. A lot of us get in our own heads about creating content. When you hear, oh, you have to do it this way, or you have to do reels to be relevant, or you have to post 7 times a day, and all of this stuff, it gets overwhelming. You get in your head about it, and you step out of the creative part of the creating content. Content is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be that thing that shows who you are to the world. It's supposed to show your mission, your vision, your purpose, your value to the world. It's not supposed to be this thing that's so rigid. And I think seeing content experts, seeing marketing experts, seeing all of these people were like, oh, you have to do it this way, you have to be this way, kind of like tunnel visions you in the wrong way. It tunnel visions you into thinking that your content has to look, feel, act a certain way in order to be profitable, in order to be successful, when it's really just you have to show up. You just have to show up and be you and give value. And that value is already intrinsically inside of you. You, as the expert in whatever industry you're in, have the value. All you have to do is show up and share it.
Yeah. I feel that also when it comes to content creation, we're missing some of the SEO metrics that we need in order for content to have this evergreen quality. And so that's one of the differences in creating content in real time during Black Pinterest Live in February is that she's going to teach you aesthetically all the things that are needed, but we're going to support that with SEO, keyword optimization, which is going to give your content this evergreen, unending life where your content will continue to pull up and continue to meet the searches of clients that you don't know. And that's important. We spend so much time on content creation that we want more than just a one pop in, a flash in a pan. We want more than just like, the first 4 hours that it lives. We want more than just a mere 24 hours for our content. Your content deserves to show up in droves all over a search inquiry from your prospective client so that they don't see just one piece of content from you, but that you dominate the page. When you dominate the page, your ideal client or your prospective has no choice but to look at you as the go to or the expert because you are showing up all over the page for the thing they are asking about, that they need help with, that they need eliminated, that they need solved. So if you show up one time versus showing up multiple times in multiple different ways, it positions you as the expert automatically without you beating your chest and saying that you're the expert. Yeah. Let me ask you this, Saidah. When I asked you about Black Pinterest Live, what was the why of saying yes to coming in and being one of the guest coaches?
Well, number one, because it's you. Me and no, that's number one. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. Paula and I have been connected for years. I don't even remember what year it was where we our paths crossed. I think it was probably on Clubhouse that our paths crossed, and just the value and support back and forth that we've given each other for our businesses over the years, like that's an automatic. Like I'm so big on building community and building partnerships with women who are not only building their own businesses but who are willing to support you as well. So that was number one. And then number two, you don't see a lot of conferences specifically for Pinterest. Like Pinterest is always this like last thought. There's so much that you can do. I'm not even on Pinterest, and I always hear things like you need to be on Pinterest. Like that's where the money is. And there's has not been that I've seen an event, a conference, something dedicated to teaching you really how to do Pinterest live in person right there. So I was like, I want to be a part of that. Not only that I can help other people learn about content creation, but I can also learn some stuff myself. You know, I'm always a student. I'm always willing to learn, to expand my knowledge base and my horizon. So if I can learn something while helping somebody else, that's the place that I want to be in.
Yeah, I'm excited. I asked you because you did a beta test about a year ago about creating content. And when I was creating this, and I didn't want a conference where people sat and looked and took notes. I wanted a space where people could be intentional and get it done, because I do know that one of the pain points for entrepreneurs, we just don't have enough hours in the day to do the things that we need to do, and especially new things. New things require you to actually touch them like molding clay. And you can't do that listening to the concept and then going home and trying to mold the clay. Like, you got to mold the clay in real time with people that say, no, move your hand like this, put your fingers around it like this. And so when I was thinking about what are the key elements I need for Black Pinterest, content creation was definitely it. And of course, when we're building a thing out as entrepreneurs, we're doing all the things. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I can do all the things, but I don't wanna. And I don't have to. Thought about that beta that you did where you were talking about content creation. And my issue is creating content and repurposing it in other areas. And I said that's what my clients need. That's what everyone that comes to Black Pinterest Live, whether they're in person or whether they're virtual, they need to understand how to do that in real time, so that we're not creating 15 things, but we can make 15 things from one. And that's what I learned when I did the beta with Saidah. So I said that's the gift that I want them to learn, and I want them to do it in real time, so that when they step away and go back home, they can replicate that process. What was your why for creating that beta back then? Cuz that is genius.
Yeah, I I'm a tester. I always like to test things out to make sure that before I shop out a service, a program, or anything, that it is actually what people learn, and then that they're actually getting what I'm intending for them to get, and then actually what they need. So and it's so funny that you brought that up, because I literally used your example of us talking about how you like to create content, and then you creating that way and then using that same content in multiple different ways. I use that in all of my strategy sessions now as an example, because that's the thing I tell people all the time. Your content is in your content. If you're doing a live, record that live and chop it up and you have 10 reels. If you're writing your social media captions, copy and paste, and those are your emails, so you don't have to do the thing multiple times. It's already done for you that one time you sit down to create. You just need to pop it in different places. So I like to test the things. So I decided to test it just to see, because sometimes when you're in the throes and you're trying to market something, you don't have time to fine tune it. So beta testing is the place where you can, let me test this out. Let me see if I'm offering too much or if I'm offering too little. Let me see if I actually have the capacity to do these things. So that's with everything. That's with business. That's with content creation. That's everything. Test some stuff out to make sure that you can actually do what you're gonna do.
Yeah. And I feel like, again, time is the reason why we don't test enough. We want to just do the thing, and myself included. I just want to do the thing, right? But testing it out actually saves you time. The thing I like about Black Pinterest is that we don't have to test the things out. We've got, you've already tested it out. You already know that these things work. You've already shown that these things work with me and some of the other entrepreneurs that you've worked with. We have JJ, who has a huge following in the YouTube community, thousands and thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs that she works with. She's worked specifically with VidQ of YouTube to really work on how do we use video content in our businesses. Don't, you're the GOAT. I don't have to recreate the wheel. I don't have to give you the strategy of what I think will work. You're actually going to both be delivering what has worked. And I think that when you can come in for 3 days and get a thing done, that's the most powerful business trip in the world. Like, now, we are brunching because we're in the DC area, and you know DC is known for our brunches, honey. That's what we do, okay? We brunch. Okay? But we're also known for that good go-go, that good happy hour, okay? And so we're having a special happy hour meet and greet the Friday after our first day. And that I'm excited about sharing some DC culture because it's important for us as entrepreneurs to just be, have some experiences, let our hair down, network, meet and greet, right? Relax. This entrepreneurial world is not easy. It's super challenging. And so we need those down times to kind of soften our rough edges a little bit. And I'm excited to be able to share how we soften our rough edges here in the DMV because, baby, we work hard in the DMV. Okay. This is the most powerful city in the world. So we know how to get things done, but we know how to soften those rough edges and let our hair down too. So, what are you most excited about in terms of the downtime? Is it being able to tour? Because we're going to be right by the metro. You're going to be 2 blocks from Black Lives Matter. Is it the happy hours? Is it the brunches? Like, from the package, what is the thing that you're excited about, like just for you, not your business, but just for you?
Just for me, I mean, I love a good brunch too. Like we brunch here in Detroit as well. We That's what we do. It's like, what do you want to do? Like, and I think that's like a generation thing right now too. It's like I don't want to go out too late. Like meet me for brunch. Like let's meet at 11, get some good food, get some good drinks, and then I'm at home at 3 o'clock and I'm asleep. I'm having a good time. So I'm definitely excited for a good brunch. I love a good brunch. Hopefully I get a chance to see some sights. I've only been to DC a couple of times. My master's is from George Washington University, so my graduation was in DC. But
I
it was an
did
yeah, so
not know that.
it was an in and out trip, so we really didn't get to tour too much because we had to get right back home. So I'm hoping maybe I can step out and see some sights. This is gonna be a quick trip for me too because it's Black History Month, so my clients have events and everything. So I'm gonna be in and out this time, but I'm gonna try and take some time and see at least one thing.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. Saturday evening or afternoon, rather, we get out a little early around 4. So you'll still have time to kind of move around and do some things and that kind of thing. And then we definitely get out early on Sunday after we do our whole like package, like production. So this is how it works in broad strokes. On day one, we're going to be talking about SEO, specifically how to find your keyword list and how to make sure you know how to brush that list off and how to find more keywords and how to let go of keywords that do not serve you. We have to always rejudge our keywords. Some people are still using keywords from 3 years ago and they're not relevant right now. So we have to understand what makes a keyword your keyword and what makes it relevant and relative right now to be able to push your content in front of the right people right here, right now. So we're also going to be talking about how to build out your Pinterest business accounts. A lot of people, as you said, Saidah, they want to know, but they don't know how to know. And I know you don't have the time. I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs over the last few years inside of my Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp and also inside of my Pinterest One-on-One Foundations, which is a free course. And people jump in and they do the things and then they leave it right there and they walk away from it. So we're going to talk about some of the ways that you can take this Pinterest strategy into your Facebook, into your YouTube to make it applicable to what you touch every single day. So that's day one, SEO in a nutshell. Now, after you learn SEO, Saidah comes on board and she's talking about content creation. And we're actually going to get to create some content along with JJ Gatt, who's going to be talking about video creation and SEO because she comes from YouTube and Pinterest. So that's a double bang for your whole buck right there, right? And then on Sunday, we're going to put together the client attraction funnel. So we're going to start in little pieces on day one and on day two, but we're going to wrap that client attraction funnel all the way together with email automation and best uses, best practices, all the things. So it's a whole thing. Friday night, we have our happy hour meet and greet, our go-go happy hour meet and greet. I'm excited about that because I'm taking you to the best DJ in the DMV where it's a party every Friday. Every Friday. I'm excited about that. And then on Saturday evening, it's just you've got the choice to do whatever you want because I didn't want to eat up every single ounce of your time. And there's something magical about DC in on a Saturday. It's just a hustle bustle, but it's fun. Like we let go. We have fun. So that's what we're doing during Black Pinterest Live. That's what you can look forward to. Saidah, what do you wish for clients that come to Black Pinterest Live? What do you want them to walk away with? How do you want them to walk away feeling when they leave than they did when they came in?
Clarity. I think a lot of people seek events like this because they're confused about what's the next step, and they have tried all of the things and they just don't know where they need to go. So my hope and prayer and what I believe is going to happen is clarity. You're going to come in, you're going to get the instructions that you need. Hands-on, we don't do a lot of hands-on training anymore. Everything is so virtual, and take this course and do it at your own pace. But sometimes you need that back to preschool hands-on learning. This is how you tie your shoe type learning. So I think having that and being around people where you can ask questions and you can get it locked in your brain on how to do the things is going to provide so much clarity and so much drive for you to just go back home and do the things because you already know how to do it. You're like, oh, I learned it this weekend. I can go and do this on autopilot now because I already know how to do the steps. So that is my hope, and I know it's going to happen because we got some powerhouses teaching you all the things. So I'm excited.
Yeah, my hope is that you come in understanding how to take the skills of SEO and apply it across all of your business, not just Pinterest, but on your Facebook, your websites. How do we show up intentionally in front of our clients on Evergreen? We build it one time and then we just let it do the work and bring the clients to us. That's what I want. I want you to have more ease and I want you to be fearless enough to do something different in Black Pinterest Live that's going to support your business, not just for that weekend, but for the longevity of your business. That's what I hope for everyone that comes in. So, listen, thank you so much, Queen, for coming in. I appreciate you as always, beautiful. And I'll make sure that I place all of Saidah's contact information so that you can join her community on Facebook and get more information about the Creatress Summit, which is going to be sometime in the summer. And I will be there. So, yeah, it's going to be all the things. All righty. Have an amazing day, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.